Good morning. What's up, hey, buddy? Woo, bye, Sean Quackery. Come on. Come on. Come on. Y'all so little chicken. Yeah. What's up? Come on. So we'll unplug that. We're only running the, aha! I got you finally. Look at that. You the one been eating the fish. I seen your baby too. It flies around. Anyway, so we'll cut that off. We don't run it during the day. Lots of suggestions for that. And the pond stays up now. Imagine that. My proximity alarms went off. Man, wish somebody would smooth this out. You'd think I'd have somebody could do that. So woke up to a whole crew of people rolling in. A bunch of suits, wearing PPE. Looked like a raid. Have to go down there and see what's up. All right, time to see how well Chris constructed this thing. A little bumpy coming out of turn 3.
Around those wrecks, you can drive through it.
People all over the place today. Putting in the gravel to pour the concrete tomorrow for the garage floor. And then we've got people in the back with Chris. The lake people come back out today. What else we got going on? We got Fernando's supposed to come back about laying out how we want the dock. And James Brown and Tater will be here today doing stuff. So it's wide open. Putting the rest of the riprap on. So Todd's back. Get one more good day in. I've got to dig a little bit more clay. Pond dam's just, I mean, the height's good, but it's just a little rough. I dig a little bit more of that out up here. They really brought a crew today.
I said I had to get a better angle next time.
Yeah, no, we just kind of just, it was so hot though, man.
Yeah, well,
at least it's a little cooler today.
No, it was good. I was amazed. I was impressed by how many views, and overnight it was just like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, it did pretty good.
So we're going to place some flags today up in your shallow areas of where we want to put some different sets of like mossback structures and a few of the Texas angler pyramids as well. Pyramids are unique because they're these kind of big blocks, and we'll put some small stuff around them. You know, where you've got the slopes on our banks over here, as you guys can see, you know, we got a nice kind of 3-to-1 on these slopes. So we'll put some stuff on these transitions. Okay. You know, where we see the elevation changes, and up there in the head section, if he can build some of these shelves in about 3 feet of water, and then put your pea gravel on there. That would be ideal. And obviously we don't need to put it right in front of there. It's just going to wash out. So probably put some to either side, like 2 shelves on either side of that would be ideal. And then maybe come down on the shoreline here. So he's going to break this path right here and move it all the way up, or is this our head section right here? You want to walk that way?
Yeah, let's do that.
See the rock. You see our bedding material right there. So where would be a good spot to scatter some stuff around that?
Water's going to go up to the pea gravel, or
it's going to be basically coming off that, right? This is the middle of the pond, so we have to kind of protect them. So we'll put some like of the mossback safe havens and some root wads clustered around that island. So when those fry come off, they'll have some areas immediately to be protected, you know. And obviously that's going to be a place where if you're in a kayak or you know, a john boat or something, that's going to be a great area to fish around, because you've got that huge island that you can spend, you know, 30-45 minutes going all the way around that thing casting, because you're going to have a lot of fish hanging out over there, especially once those, if we can get everything to bed out there, you're going to start seeing a lot of activity.
Like make corners. You know, with it.
And then also, what's our depth there at the bottom of the island? Is that going to be like 6 or 8 feet? Yeah. So we may put like a couple of larger things on either side, like a little bit deeper, and then some right off that transition. So you want to, ideally, we want to try to hit the transitions with as much structure as we can. We'll put a few things in the main body here, just to kind of spread out. The idea is we want to make kind of almost like a fish trail. All right, we want these fish to move, so we'll bring them out of the head section, and we'll place things all the way down through here in the main body.
The head section's over there. It'll be further back when it's finished digging.
We're going to add some areas there that bring dimension and some surface area there.
There were actually a lot of comments about the depth of the pea gravel. What's your thought on that?
It's a little deep.
Yeah.
You know, having it about 3 feet would be okay. It would be ideal.
Right.
But you know, a lot of it's dependent on water temperatures. You know, so as long as we got sun, if we've got sun on the pea gravel, then we should be okay. It's how effective it's going to be, we won't know until we actually get the fish in here.
Okay.
It is a little deep, because I mean, we're probably at about 4. I'm going to say the top of that pea gravel is about 4 feet. Yeah. From the top of your water level.
No, I actually the elevation change from the top of the pea gravel to the top of the island is only 4 feet.
Okay, so you know.
So the water depth will probably be about 2.5 feet above the pea gravel.
Gotcha. Okay. So I think we're in a good zone there.
Okay.
What'll be interesting from a management standpoint is because we have that substrate and everything there, depending on water clarity, is if we get algae growing right there on that. That's going to be key from a management standpoint. We'll probably have to have a boat most trips, because we may have treat algae on that, just depending on what sunlight penetration looks like out there.
What about the actual thickness that the pea gravel's installed at?
How deep is it there?
Not sure. We can look at it while you're here.
Probably. I usually try to get at least like 4 inches deep. You know? I mean, over time it's going to end up sinking into the mud anyway. Right. But if we can start out with that nice, usually a 4 to 6 inch.
What do they do? The fish burrow in it?
Yeah, it's just a nice substrate. Yeah, they fan it to make those circular beds and to lay their eggs in. Yeah. Okay. And we may actually put a couple pieces of structure actually on that shelf, because they're not going to use the entire shelf, but if they feel protected, I think we have a little more success.
Okay, and we will have not sure if it's going to be a floating dock or what it's going to be yet, but there'll be something, you know, for tying a boat off.
Yeah, connected docks are great. I mean, that's what we use. There's another brand called Easy Dock. We have one at our shop if you ever want to come walk on one, just take a look at it. Yeah. It's almost 20 years old now, so you can see what an old
how it holds up.
They're nice just because you can add to them, so you don't have to build a huge one to begin with. So you can. They come in float sections, so you can literally build a small one, put
that'd be kind of
dead man anchor on it, and then if you want to expand it, you know, you start using the pond a lot, or you know, want a little swimming platform, you can expand on it.
Okay.
Everything. I'll send you the link to that, so
cool.
You just check those out. 4 to 5, so that's 25. I mean, in addition to these. So if you guys, he's obviously going to dig this out a little more. So he's going to have shelves here. What I'd like you to do is, how many flags you got? 2. All right.
Everybody gets a group of flags. Go.
So what I want you to, yeah, ready to go. No, but what I want you to do is basically put, don't worry about this head section right now, but let's go along the shoreline, kind of eyeball your distance from the bank. And I want one kind of at the bank and then one down at the floor, so the pond floor. And just alternate them for about, do the step off maybe 75, 100 feet. But remember, those are going to be reef areas, not just one single piece. We're going to actually make reef areas out of it.
So that's just the kind of like, I guess you could say, circumference, what we're building.
Yeah. What I want you to do is just basically, your flag will be in the middle of that reef area. So just hit your design. Audrey, you start over there. Amy, you start here and go back this way. And then Dylan, you take this head section right here.
So like alternating one closer, step back one further
So
deeper.
kind of like that lightning bolt zigzag that I like to do. And see right here, you got a natural little point. I wouldn't put anything on the bank right there, but I would come off and put it not too far in, but again, think about from a casting. Where is he gonna?
Probably start right over here.
Yeah, because he'll be digging from there back.
Is most of your fishing going to be bank fishing, do you think? I mean,
I'd say
generally,
most of the time,
90% of,
yeah.
Okay, so one of the mistakes a lot of people make is they put the habitat way out here, right? I mean, I usually try to put my stuff within about, casting distance from the shoreline,
right,
25, 35 feet from the bank, because ultimately, particularly if you have kids and inexperienced fishermen out here, you want them to be able to catch a fish. So by placing stuff closer to the shoreline, obviously we're going to hold those bait fish. They're going to be hanging around the banks anyway. We're going to hold those bait fish, and then your bigger fish are going to be, it's going to give you a higher catch per unit effort, and that's what we want.
Gotcha,
More fish on the hook. So.
We will have a swimming area somewhere, but I don't know. Haven't picked yet.
Is that going to be this side, do you think?
The house is going up there, and that clearing where the trees are, and
so
the cabins are going here. I don't know how many we actually end up doing, but
are you going to do like tiny house type stuff?
Yeah.
And those are going to be rentals?
Yeah, except for one. One's my son's. I think he was trying to pick out where he wanted to be. I think he's decided on up there.
So do you want the swimming area to be for the tiny house people?
Probably, because that would be, I guess that would be.
I would probably say on the other side.
More towards that end.
Just because that's going to be deeper.
Right.
And we'll stay away from that area so we don't.
Right.
You don't want a bunch of brim over there and nipping at people and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, are y'all going to have another one over there too? We're probably going to focus most of.
I will put a. There's going to be a dock. See where they've been running in and out.
Right.
Most of the time, that's packed down pretty well. So the main dock's coming out there. Then there'll be something for the island, and then eventually we'll probably do something off of that corner when the house goes in.
Okay. A pretty active spot. Now you could always, what I would recommend is for these 4 flags,
Right.
let's put rock right here.
Okay.
You've got rock right there anyway.
Yep.
Let's put rock here, and we're gonna have artificial stuff up on the bank. So let's make these rock piles.
Okay, and we are going to bring that concrete from the back corner.
Okay, so yeah, let's make these our prime, and you can bring them out this way. I would say you can move them. Don't go toward the bank.
That'll be kind of the edge in this way.
Yeah, bring them back this way, and I'd put those where we got those, and then that way, like I said, we've got a big open pool here. If you can get more, rock's going to be cheaper than like I said, I wouldn't spend a ton of effort on this lower end. So if anything, I would probably put more natural stuff down here because it's going to be cheaper.
Right.
And let's use the artificial up here to mainly help your fishing efforts and stuff. Because I mean, to fill this space with artificial habitat, it's astronomical.
So flagging up where we're going to put some fish habitat.
Let's Dig 18 has shut down his operation to come over here and catch up on the gossip.
Yeah, talk with the minions.
It's not every day I get to hang out with a celebrity of this caliber, so it's pretty awesome.
My question is, what do you think of Fish Island?
I love Fish Island. Yeah, we were talking about it. We were going to put some habitat up there, and then obviously, you know, put some stuff off the edge.
They're going to put a bunch of pink flags so that it throws you off.
Okay,
right.
And then talk and run over them all.
That's right.
Exactly. I know. One time he's going to run them over. But
it's a learning process for our guys as well.
He wants you to dig an S trench over here.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you think about as far as depth, you know, and dirt?
I mean, everything up here, I mean, it's got kind of that gravelly stuff in it, but it packs hard as a brick and it's holding water, so anywhere.
I was just thinking something about as deep as a bucket.
Okay.
You know, we've done those little S trenches before. I would say maybe from where that root ball is, you know, just do like a 7,500 foot S.
Just kind of a giant.
2 or 3 of them in here.
Okay.
Yeah, just to add that extra transition zone since we've got basically trying to mix it up. Since we got Fish Island, but then it's fairly, you know, bullish in the middle. So if we can add some transition zones in there, and you know, just kind of a finishing move, if you will.
All right.
And then we're placing some flags mainly so we can kind of get an idea when we go in to add, you know, put this together, knowing how many sites we're going to try to put in with artificial stuff.
And then I've got those stumps left. I've already put up 2 or 3 of them in.
Yeah.
And then those right there.
And then I was suggesting with some of the rock and broken concrete, I've got these pink flags out here on the lower side of the island. Maybe do some small rock piles or concrete piles, with that being kind of the inside edge, and then bring them back out. You know, mound them up right there just to add another transition coming off that thing.
Okay, because we have that rock. That's the rock that's left. I need a little bit for like where the that ditch is going to run in, and then the one up here, and then the rest we can kind of use for piles.
Did your guy get back to us about did he have any old broken ones?
He didn't get back with me. I'll call him.
No respect.
And then
so I got a friend of mine that makes all those concrete catch basins. I didn't know if he had like any mispoured ones damaged or something like that. I mean, he's got to get rid of them. Anything goes concrete.
It's all going under the water, right? Yeah, everyone's going to see it.
As long as we can get it deep enough where it's not.
We got more drones flying today.
I see that. There's people out here everywhere. It's a big day today.
Yeah. I may ride back out here on next week. One of you text me when they're in, and I'd just like to come out and look at it. We may change up a little bit of our placement once we see those.
Okay. Classic Mitch rolls up. Hey, do these.
Do this.
Change order and then rolls out. When can you get it done?
So do you want me to just dig the dirt out? That way we don't have like a random pile of dirt out here? I'll just haul or get rid of it.
Yeah, you can just move it. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can if you want to pack it and mound it up. So if you dig an S, if you want to take the dirt from that and actually build like a little hump, you know, next to it or at one end of it, that's
I'll probably just get rid of it so we don't have a shallow spot out here.
That's fine.
We've worked very hard.
When we're running our race boats.
Oh, I got you.
We've worked very hard.
See, there's a lot of
get
activity.
depth
There's a
out
lot of recreational
There's
activities.
gonna be. Have you seen those? Did we talk about those last time?
Well, he
Are
mentioned
they remote controlled?
No.
No, they're go-karts for the lake.
Oh, good lord.
They're gonna be awesome.
They're
Little
like
mini jet boats.
Little mini jet boats. They're like, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet long.
So another good reason. See, that's a good piece of information so we don't clutter up the middle too much. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got to be able to race around at full speed.
When I sent him the video of that, I was like, yeah, we need to put rock on the island now. It's going to get washed away.
Yeah. So when it rains.
If it rains, we currently can get up to 4 feet.
Okay.
He hasn't. 5.
And then probably next week, the riser's going to be on there, so
right in time for that hurricane that's brewing out there.
Yeah, there you go.
So island is done. All this is pretty much done.
Well, the beauty is we can put fish habitat on in the
put some water.
with the water.
Get the concrete.
I mean, we got both.
Well, that'd be good. Maybe I'll earn some money by then too.
Yeah, there you go.
My plan is to have pretty much the bottom of the pond done by next week.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool.
We'll be rocking and rolling.
Well, we'll make another ride by. Just hit me up when y'all text me when you're.
Fish habitats, the aerators. We're just gonna run all the aerators to the island, I think, since it's central.
Gotcha.
See how I planned that out?
It's worked out perfect.
And I'll look at that too. Are you gonna have 240 or 120 on the island?
240.
240. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look at it if it makes sense to do 240 on the compressor since it's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, I just need to know what I need to plan, how much power I need to run out.
Yeah, and
because Duke's gonna run another transformer back here. Okay. So I'll have all the power I want.
Yeah,
I just got to come off of it.
I'll give you the amp draw and all that kind of stuff. And then the nice thing about it, some people like to build a pad for it. You don't have to, so don't worry about it.
We're gonna be out there with concrete anyway.
Yeah, we can just set it. It's made to sit on the ground.
I didn't have enough cameras to cover everything, to be able to watch everything, so I got a little bit of time lapse of this, but not much. But that's ready. Gravel is installed. The band is in. Plastic's down. So it looks like yeah, they didn't do any of that. So when Chris comes up here, the grade around the house, we'll put some rock in there and then put dirt and grade all this out. So yeah, so we're gonna have we'll have this soon. All right, say it all together. Pizza party!